I'm Malia.
And I'm Mia.
And we're from Yesterday on Tuesday. And we are here today as part of the Crafty Hangout series. And that is very exciting for us. And today we're going to show you how to make some
fresh and fruity necklaces.
Fresh and fruity necklaces. And I want to say that this project was sponsored by ConsumerCrafts.com. They are awesome. They have probably, thousands and thousands of products that you can buy there. And we chose some to make these kids craft necklaces. And actually I want to say that part of our deal was to make something that was $10 and under, and these are definitely $10 and under. Basically I bought a lot of stuff in bulk, and so the actual price for every individual piece is very, very low, definitely under $10. So let's start out by showing them what they're going to be making me. Let's show Mia's necklace first.
This is my strawberry necklace.
Mia made a strawberry necklace. I've got a lemon necklace on, and we also made some bracelets. So this is my little pear bracelet.
And this is my apple bracelet.
Mia's apple bracelet. And we also made a grape necklace. And this will all make sense in a second. So let me talk about what we actually bought from ConsumerCrafts.com first, or I should say what they supplied to us. So we got a package of Sculpey 3, and the actual name of this one is it's the 30 color sampler. So you get a ton of Sculpey here. And if you're not familiar with Sculpey, Mia, would you like to show what Sculpey looks like?
This is Sculpey. It comes in different colors.
It comes in tons and tons of different colors, and you can mold it, you can make stuff with it, and then you bake it for a little while, and then you have a beautiful finished product. So this is a great thing with parent supervision for kids to use. Now, that wasn't enough. We also wanted some beads. So we got these awesome neon beads. These are by Doris. And we got the mega set, again, because we're making a lot to keep the cost per unit weight down. And we also got, I should say, the Doris clay tool set. This was awesome for kids. And I'm going to let Mia hold some of these things up. You get so much stuff with this set. Get this, you get this. You get a scooper, so you can cut your clay out with these. You can roll your clay out with these. And you also get this this is my favorite thing. You get this really cool rolling pin kind of a thing. They call it a cookie cutter, actually. And it comes with all kinds of really cool fruit and vegetable stamps, right,
like
Mia?
Watermelon and carrots, and you can change them out.
You can change them out. Let me show you how you change them out. You just pop off one end like this, and these things slide in and out. So it's really easy. So it's very kid-friendly and simple to use. So we knew we wanted to make jewelry, so that's why we got all these things. But we also needed to get something like a cord. So this is called Retail. This is by Dazzle It. Look how pretty that is. Don't you love this, Mia?
Yeah, it has some great colors.
It has great colors. It comes in these rainbow colors. It's actually like one thread, if you want to call it that, or cord, and it has tons of like rainbow colors. It works perfectly with what we're trying to do here.
Yeah.
So those are our supplies. Oh, and you know what else we used? We used a ruler. You could also use a measuring tape, but Mommy couldn't find her measuring tape. This was fine. So anyways, let's talk about how we made this, okay? All right. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to choose your clay color. So we used pretty much every color there was, I think, but the particular set that we bought came with all kinds of colors. Of course, any color would be fine, right? What's your favorite color these days?
Yellow and blue.
Yellow and blue. Okay. So, you could use yellow and blue. You could use anything with these. So the first thing you do is pick your clay color, and then you're going to take it out of the package and you're going to roll it out. And Mia, do you want to show how you rolled it? Here. I'm going to go down to our little work surface here. Go ahead and roll it a little bit, Mia. That's fine. Here. So you just roll it out like that. Make it flat. That's about 1/4 of an inch, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
You roll it out to about 1/4 of an inch. And then you get to use that cool, this cool cookie cutter thing. So we already have one going. I'm going to let Mia finish it. So she put the flattened clay underneath it. Now go ahead and push down. Okay. And then
you take it out.
You take it out.
And it has a shape.
Yeah.
I got a grape.
The grape was really cute, I thought. That was probably one of my favorite shapes. So you just kind of take it out. Now this one, of course, because I'm doing it live, is not wanting to cooperate. But I can show you that it basically looks like this when it's done. Whoops, sorry. See that? Isn't that so cute? It has a little face on it and stuff.
Like
now, you know what we forgot to talk about, me?
What?
You forgot to talk about that after you roll it out and everything, you're going to want to take a pencil and you're going to want to punch a hole in it.
Mm-hmm.
So we just use the eraser side, right? You just punch a hole in it and kind of squish it down there gently to make the hole. So, okay, so do you remember what we did after that?
We put the string in.
We didn't do that quite yet. We had to bake it.
Oh, right.
Right. So you bake it on 275 for about 15 minutes, right, after you get your shapes. And why don't you show some of the shapes that we did? We did that one. We did that one.
We did a strawberry, an apple, a pear, and a grape.
Yep. And of course, we also did I've got a lemon on. So we did that one too. My second lemon didn't survive, sadly, but that was user error. So, anyways, then you bake them, and then it's the fun part. You get to decide do you want to do a bracelet or a necklace or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, for instance, if you wanted to do a grape necklace, let me back up a little bit. So if you're making a bracelet, they say to use. Can I see your wrist for a second, Mia? They say to make it as big as the wrist, and then add an inch. So that's a good rule of thumb. Now, if you're making a necklace with these, what I found, I actually like it a little bit longer and bigger, so it can just slip over the heads. Because if you're doing stuff with kids, they don't always have the motor skills, the fine motor skills to do clasps and all that stuff. So you really want to make it as easy as possible, right, May? So in that case, you just want something you can just slip over and knot. So I'm actually going to let Mia talk to you for a minute while I grab some scissors, which I also need. Go ahead, Mia.
Well, I think it's really fun. There's so many different shapes you can make, and there's so many different faces, and so many different colors you can make the shapes in, and I just think it's really, really fun.
Good job, Mia. Okay, so I'm actually going to make a larger size necklace, or I should say Mia and I are. We're going to do it at 24 inches, do you think? We have a lot of little cousins, and we want to make it so that their mom doesn't have to help them get it on and off. And you know what the cool thing is? You can always cut it after, right? So right now, I'll show you. I'm just using my ruler to measure 24 inches. It does not have to be perfect. That's what I love about, this is what I'm measuring. That's what I love about kids crafts, don't you think? Is that there's kind of like that, you don't have that expectation of everything has to look like it's out of a magazine, right? Yeah. It can just kind of be, it's more about showcasing the kids' talents than it is about making it look perfect. Okay, so Mia, what shape should we make this? Here's what we have right now.
I personally really like the grape.
You like the grape? Okay. So I'm going to help Mia with this part, just because it's kind of a mommy or daddy kind of a thing, or Grammy or grown-up kind of a thing. So all I'm doing is I cut it into 24 inches, right? I folded it in half. This is so easy. And then I'm just going to kind of string it through this little hole right here.
Super easy.
Yeah, it's really easy. Except for this one's a little bit small. Let's make a strawberry just for the sake of time, okay? So I'm just going to string it through the hole right here. I made that loop. And then, this is cool. And then I just pull it straight. So what do you think, me?
I love it.
You love it. It's pretty easy. So that's the beginning part. Now, the fun part, you get to decide bead colors. So do you want to do a pattern, or do you want to just make it random, or what do you feel like?
I feel like a pattern.
You feel like, what pattern do you want to do?
I'll go for yellow, blue, and green.
Yellow, blue, and green. So do you want to start stringing? Why don't you hand them to me? So yellow, you said?
Blue and green.
Yellow, blue, and green. So we're just going to do a quick version. Of course, you can put as many beads on here as you want, right?
Mm-hmm, which makes it really fun.
It does make it fun. And you know what's cool about this too, me? Is that it's really good for the kids' fine motor skills. I know I mentioned that before, but a lot of times the younger kids don't have the strongest motor skills, and so this is actually a really good thing for them to do. So what age do you think this would be appropriate for? Like, what age would you say?
I would say, since like when you're little you eat all the beads and stuff.
Yeah.
I would go for an older.
So how old are you?
8.
So do you think a younger kid, younger than 8, could do it, or Maybe like 6 or 7, or what do you think?
I would go for 4 and older because when you're 4, you really stop sucking on all those things. And
Yeah, but you still would need a grown-up, right?
yes.
Because you definitely need a grown-up for the baking part and the part with the scissors and all that.
Yes, you cannot do it without a grown-up.
You cannot do it without a grown-up. So I'm just finishing up Mia's pattern that she wanted here, yellow, blue, and green beads on here. Now, you'll note on mine, I did a similar thing. I made it go all the way around. And what about on yours, Mia? What did we do on yours? Do you remember?
We did lots of different colors. It was a really good color scheme. See, there's the same colors, blue and then yellow. It's a really good match.
So there we have the little necklace part. Now, this is like kind of embarrassingly easy because, again, we want to make this easy for moms and dads for the kids to be able to use it without the mom and dads there. So I'm actually just tying a knot. Now, you could also do a little bead on the end. I did that on some of them, but you don't have to. I'm just tying a knot in it. So there you go. So this would be great for our little cousins. And I'm going to show you one that we made actually for our little cousins that has a little bead in it. So this is a grape. We just did a little rainbow kind of a pattern here. And then it has a little bead on the end. So that was really easy too.
And fun.
It is easy and fun. And this, how long do you think this took us to do? Like an hour maybe total? It wasn't that long. What do you think?
No, probably like about 45 minutes.
45 minutes. So it's great to have a craft that you can do quickly because kids don't always have a super long attention span, as we know. So this is something that they can really get into. So you can find this idea and just hundreds more on craftyhangouts.com. We basically get to play with some different products every month, and you can get all kinds of ideas. Different bloggers take their own ideas and put a spin on them and use the products and make different things. So craftyhangouts.com. And if you want to hear more from Mia and I, you can visit us at yesterdayandtuesday.com. So do we have anything else to add, Mia?
I don't think so.
No. Have fun making these fresh and fruity jewelry products. And let us know if you make them. We'd love to see your work, right?
Au revoir.
Au revoir.